am I excited? Yeah, I mean, this is always an interesting process. I'm excited to see it. I'm nervous to see it. I always know that there's going to be a bunch of things that will need to be changed that we didn't anticipate. This is such a small space that you can't afford any mistakes or any, unplanned for inches. I usually end up running out and trying to find last minute pieces up until like an hour before the show opens. So luckily we've done it before, so it's, I'm a little bit more prepared. So inside the house, interestingly enough, I ended up designing around the washer and dryer because I knew that I wanted an Electrolux washer and dryer. I know that's an interesting detail to design around and it's a little bit unconventional, but I thought it was so beautiful and they're really distinctive, and I love the fact, of course, that they're super energy efficient, water efficient. They're very strong colors, so I had either red or blue or kind of this turquoise to design around. So that ended up leading to the couch because the couch is right across from it, and it's such a small space that you have to be very cognizant of every single design element. What I ended up doing was picking a beautiful bamboo velvet that is kind of a subtle tone of the washer and dryer. So I have this beautiful little table that's going to go into the little living area. It's super cool, and hopefully the chairs will actually fit around it, but we'll have to see once we put it all together.
I'm Caitlin Bristol. I'm the creative director at Ecofabulous. So it's day 2. Electrolux is bringing their appliances around 3 today. Measured everything, it's all gonna fit.
We got here and the refrigerator is too big for the space. And it's not that the refrigerator is too big, it's that the space is too small.
It doesn't quite open all the way, so they needed 40 inches instead of what was drawn as 36 inches. When you build a 36 and you require 40, something would be nice if we knew beforehand.
So they didn't account for opening the doors when they built the cabinetry.
We had sent everything over to the builder numerous times on the fridge width.
But we're used to building just with Kimber and myself and the client. And right now the client is 5 designers, and it's interesting.
Thankfully, we had this amazing granite worker who happened to be here installing the countertops, the Caesar stone countertops, and he was kind enough to stay and he actually cut all of the Caesar stone and the cabinetry, and so we basically lost a portion of the cabinetry, and now our guy Tom is in there trying to fix it, and he's painting and doing everything he can to make it work and make it look good.
Day 3, back at the convention center. We were up till 2 a.m. last night and back up again at 6. I think we're gonna make everything work, but it's been a little tricky. We've definitely had some adjustments to the specifications. More saws, more cutting, but we're gonna have a working house by the end of the day. We started this morning. We had Brizo come in and do the faucets. They've been amazing, they're gorgeous. We are finishing up the cooktops and all the rest of the appliances so that those will be functional. We're hanging fans, all the gorgeous chandeliers that'll really make the place pop. We've got sofas, soft finishes, bedding, all coming in today. Probably go in starting around 8 o'clock at night by the time we get everything out and cleaned. Art's hanging today, as well as all the landscaping. So Josiah from Design Ecology is here. They're installing the living wall. We've got a really incredible custom air drying solution. So everything will be going up by the end of the day, but it's pretty much everything else that you don't see in order to make the house be a house.
So my company we are a furniture design and manufacturing company, and our specialty is non-toxic furniture. Making things with ingredients that contain no harmful chemicals for human beings and for the environment in general. It's an exercise in really trying to do things in my industry, which is notoriously like one of the most wasteful and chemically intensive industries, trying to do it in a different way.
Zem and Caitlin went to an art opening I did, which was the conclusion to a 4-month residency where I was located at the San Francisco dump, and I pulled from found materials that people would throw away, like cleaning out the house, whatnot. And I would pull out wood, paint, things like that, and I basically created a body of work and presented a show. I paint generally with house paint, the same paint you would paint your house with. That's all given, donated, found, recycled at the dump in San Francisco. It's amazing how much people throw away, and if I had a bigger house or a bigger place to store it all, I would take it all, but I just kind of take what I need and just work with it until I'm done with it. So cost to make it, zero, just took time and energy.
I would hope that the person that buys this house, first of all, loves it, uses it, and showcases it, brings people in, and warms the place up. Because the place is warm, but once you put the people in and the personalities, then it comes to life.
My hopes for this particular house is that it'll go to somebody who really loves it, and that they'll take it off the grid, and they'll keep the living wall, and they'll put the solar on that it's already wired for, and and that they'll love it. When people walk in and say, "This is so cozy, I want to live here," I mean, I can't imagine anything better. I hope that the future owner of the house loves the house as much as I have, and I do. And I hope that they invite me over. Got a half flush and a full flush. It's gonna fill the tank, and that's gonna give you a gray water flush. So you're using way less clean water.
Well, we're really excited to be working with Ecofabulous on the show house at Dwell, and we have a few things up our sleeve.